Imagine waking up one morning and discovering a massive chunk of metal crashed into your backyard. You look up and realize it fell from space. Now take that feeling of unease, zoom out past the clouds, past the moon, the planets, into the deep, cold cosmos, where the true horrors of existence unfold. Not from imagination, but from the very nature of the universe itself. Let's start with something close to home, yet deeply unsettling: space junk. You'd think outer space would be pristine and untouched, but that couldn't be further from the truth. We've turned Earth's orbit into a landfill. There are over 30,000 tracked pieces of man-made debris larger than 10 centimeters, all hurtling around the planet at speeds of 17,000 miles per hour. A fleck of paint at that velocity can shatter a satellite. This isn't some sci-fi plot. It's reality. In 2009, 2 satellites collided, creating thousands more shards. The International Space Station has performed multiple emergency maneuvers to dodge debris. What's worse is the very real possibility of the Kessler syndrome, a domino effect where collisions create more debris, which in turn causes more collisions, until Earth's orbit becomes unusable. It's not just an engineering challenge. It's a mirror to our behavior. We consume, we discard, and only act when it's almost too late. We dream of exploring space, yet we're trashing it just like we did Earth. Now shift your gaze further.
Beyond the twinkling stars, we discover something more disturbing: absolute emptiness.
These are called cosmic voids. Unlike dark matter or black holes, voids contain nothing. No stars, no planets, no dust, just nothingness. One of the largest voids known is the Boötes void, over 330 million light-years across. To put that into perspective, the Milky Way is just 100,000 light-years wide. Imagine crossing a space where not only is there no light, but no possibility of light. Imagine floating in silence that has existed longer than humanity itself. These voids don't just challenge our sense of space, they confront us with the fear of insignificance. To me, that's the truest horror, not monsters or explosions, but the realization that we may be utterly alone in an unfeeling, empty cosmos.
The darkness doesn't the something.
It is the something. But even the stars themselves aren't eternal. Dead galaxies are real, cosmic systems that have used up their cold hydrogen gas and can no longer form new stars. These galaxies glow a dull red, burning through their final reserves of energy before going dark forever. And our galaxy, it's heading in the same direction. Astrophysicists predict a time, trillions of years from now, when all galaxies stop forming stars. Light itself will vanish. This era, called the Dark Era, would mark the end of the universe's visible life. No heat, no light, no potential.
Just dead matter drifting endlessly in silence.
Picture your hometown, once filled with lights and voices, now abandoned and frozen in time. That's what a dead galaxy is.
It's not a violent end, it's a quiet, inevitable fading.
You'd think planets would offer some hope, worlds full of possibilities. But many of them are pure nightmares. Venus, for example, is a hellscape of sulfuric acid rain and 900-degree surface temperatures.
Jupiter,
a gas giant with winds over 400 miles per hour, crushing pressure, and radiation that would kill you instantly. One of its moons, Io, constantly erupts with lava. And then there are the exoplanets. Take K2-141b. Its surface is an ocean of molten rock. The atmosphere is made of vaporized stone.
When night falls, the rock vapor condenses and rains back down.
On another planet, it rains molten glass, sideways, due to extreme winds. We tend to forget how rare Earth is. When we learn about these terrifying planets, the message is clear. We're living in an oasis surrounded by chaos. The conditions that support life are not normal. They're miraculous. But what about life beyond Earth? The idea of aliens has captivated us for centuries. Yet, in the vastness of the universe, we haven't heard a single confirmed signal. This is the Fermi paradox, the contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and our complete lack of contact. One theory suggests advanced civilizations intentionally remain silent, hiding from predators in a dark forest of space.
Broadcasting your existence cold in vite destruction.
Or maybe civilizations inevitably destroy themselves before becoming interstellar. Maybe we're next. Personally, what haunts me isn't the thought that aliens exist. It's the idea that they don't. If the universe is truly silent, then maybe intelligent life is an accident. Maybe we are alone. And that's a heavier thought than any horror movie.
Still, if aliens don't get Stati Uniti, something else might. Something sudden, invisible, and deadly. Gamma ray bursts.
These are the most powerful explosions in the known universe. In a matter of seconds, a gamma-ray burst can release more energy than our sun will in its entire lifetime. Worse, we wouldn't even know it's coming. If a GRB occurred within a few thousand light-years, it could strip Earth's atmosphere, destroy the ozone layer, and trigger a mass extinction, possibly within hours. In fact, some scientists believe a gamma-ray burst may have caused the Ordovician extinction over 450 million years ago, wiping out 85% of marine life.
1 minute, everything is fine. The next, devastation.
No warning. No light.
Just that from the sky.
Looking at the big picture, galaxies themselves are on a collision course. In about 4 billion years, the Milky Way will merge with the Andromeda Galaxy. But don't panic. Individual stars are unlikely to collide. The space between them is just too vast. Still, this galactic dance will be chaotic. Gravitational forces will rearrange stars and planetary systems, potentially ejecting planets into the void or pulling them into new orbits. Imagine your entire solar system being flung out of the galaxy like a billiard ball. These events remind us that nothing in the universe is permanent.
Not even the stars.
Not even the galaxies.
Then there is the black hole, the universe's ultimate enigma.
Born from the collapse of massive stars, black holes have gravity so intense that not even light can escape. But the real fear isn't what we know, it's what we don't. At the center of our galaxy sits a supermassive black hole, silently devouring matter. If you fell into one, you wouldn't be crushed immediately. You'd be stretched into a thread of atoms, a process known, somewhat comically, as spaghettification. Some physicists speculate that black holes might be portals to other dimensions. Others think they might store information in ways we can't yet grasp.
The truth.
We have no idea. And that ignorance of what lies inside or beyond is what makes them truly terrifying.
But for all these terrors, gamma rays, black holes, cosmic silence, nothing compares to the greatest horror of all, the sheer scale of the universe. Start small. This is you, sitting in your room.
That room is in a house, on a planet, orbiting a star, inside a solar system. That system is part of a galactic neighborhood, which belongs to the Milky Way, one of hundreds of billions of galaxies. These galaxies form clusters. The clusters form superclusters. And all of that is within the observable universe, roughly 93 billion light-years wide. And beyond that,
we don't know.
There could be an infinite number of other universes. Or maybe this one loops back on itself. Or maybe we're inside a simulation. Some say it's all meaningless. But I disagree. To me, knowing that we are this small in a universe this vast, that every breath, every choice, every connection is made under the shadow of infinite unknowns, is not a reason to despair. It's a reason to live more deeply.
The universe is cold, dark, and impersonal.
But we're not. We dream. We create.
We tell stories.
We ask questions. That alone might make us the rarest phenomenon in existence. So the next time you stare into the night sky, remember, it's not just space you're looking at. It's a mirror, reflecting everything we don't understand, and everything we might become.
If this journey shook your perspective, leave a comment below. What part haunted you most?
Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the strangest, wildest, and most mind-bending truths about our universe. And until next time, keep looking up and never stop wondering.